Australia. Hello, Miss Glenna. Long time no see. Having you here live. I do appreciate you joining. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Nicole. How are you all? If you guys are joining live and you're wondering how to join in the chat, just make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you can join in the live chat. So just while we're live, you can join in on that. But of course, all other comments you are welcome to leave as you would like. So today I'm not normally live on YouTube. It is a special edition because it's my Christmas Stampathon video. So every month myself and a group of ladies do a Christmas challenge, and it's called the Christmas Stampathon, and it is a group over on Facebook. So we are wanting to get ahead with our Christmas projects, and we post a challenge on the 25th of every month. This month it did go live on the 25th, but I had a crazy weekend, so I didn't get a chance to go live and share my project with you. Haven't actually made my project with you. We are going to be making it live. And hey Margine, the theme for the August challenge, which goes on till the 25th of September, is beginning with B. So you can make projects with anything beginning with B. So think of blue, baubles, bells, bears, birds. I did think of something before. I think I thought of bears. Anything starting with B that you can make Christmassy, you can add it to your projects. Hey Sheila, how are you? So today I am using exactly the same set I used last month, but I'm going to use it differently because last month I didn't use the bells in the Golden Greenery stamp set, and I thought what better way than this challenge is to bring out my bells. I think I'm going to keep I did grab out my dies. So there are coordinating dies here up the top that go with the bells. I'm just trying, you know, we're almost at the pointy end of getting cards done, and I'm thinking I'm going to be making multiple cards, so let's kind of keep it simple and maybe do just stamping paper, keep it one layer, obviously maybe matting our piece that we do, adding in a sentiment, and that's what I'm planning on doing. But I have absolutely nothing on my desk except for the bundle, but as I said, I don't think I will be using the dies today. I've already been making Christmas cards. This is my September class. I made the cards with my team this weekend, so we're using Reindeer Fun. I think that's what it's called. I can't see it because it's covered with catalogues at the moment. But using the reindeers out of the upcoming mini catalogue. So we had lots of fun with the paper, the dies and the stamps, and even incorporated a little bit of colouring. But if you're interested, I know. Oh, Sheila, I'm glad you like the Golden Greenery bundle. I love it as well. I think I just need to move my water. Trying to think what else I have to do. I think we just need to flip around and we're going to get going. I don't even have colors in mind, so I may need your help looking at some bell colors. I can tell you what I've used before. Hello, Miss Maureen. I can tell you what I've used before, but we'll need some pairings because the stamps we're going to be using are two-step, so I will need help. I mean, I need help always, but we will be needing a little bit of help. So let's flip around. I will have to get my overhead light so we don't have nasty shadows. Just let me have a look here, just sliding some things out of the way. In the cradle you guys go. Flip around. Let's zoom. Whoa, way too much of a zoom. Think a little bit more if I can. I think that's a good zoom. I think we're almost fairly straight already. Look at that. Let me grab the lights and I shall be back. Okay, so the colour combinations, the colour combinations that I'm after a green combination for my greenery and a yellow gold combination for my bells. So obviously I have my go-tos, but I would love to know if you have any combinations that I would normally try, because you know I'm up for a bit of a challenge, so I would happily take your suggestions. Whisper White, wash my mouth out with soap. Basic white or very vanilla? I'm thinking very vanilla because I do like it for Christmas. It's just got that little bit of warmth. And I think I want to make 4 cards with you. So I'd love a green combo and a yellow/gold combo with ink. So I'm going to cut 2 sheets at the same time. So then I've got extras in here. But these are 2 sheets together. They don't want to come apart. Very vanilla is a good idea. Okay, Cindy Nielsen is in the US. Margine is in the US. Glenna is in Canada. Nicole is in Australia, on the other side of the country to me, because I'm on the East Coast and Nicole is on the West Coast. Sheila... And I'm not sure about Sheila. So Sheila, I would love to know where you are from. How is that good of me to know where all my peeps are? That's because you love me so much and you're here. So is everyone here a part of the Christmas Stampathon? I would love to know. Just while I'm cutting this up, and you guys are very quiet on your colour combos, so I might be grabbing out my Stampin' Up colour wheel and having a look and a think, because pairs of colours that are next to each other on that wheel are always, well, technically going to work together. Okay. You can kind of see me cutting, sorry girls. Okay, so I have my 4. Just take that extra away because I can't do any. Hello Julie, how are you? Oh, you're in New Zealand, Sheila. Ah, another South Pacific friend. We're currently outnumbered, but that's okay. All is good. Okay, so we're just cutting up some cardstock to start. This may be cut down. I'm not actually sure what will eventuate, but I'm starting with a card front size, which is 1/2 centimetre or 1/4 inch smaller than a card front. So that's kind of where I like to start. Oh, I'm so sorry, Maureen, that I wasn't more exact. I never like to be very exact in case people don't want their city or town known. Oh, so where were you originally from, Sheila? And of course, you don't have to answer. Totally fine. Okay, we have 4 card fronts. I have my shirt caught in the trimmer. So I'm just going to put the trimmer over here because I do have an idea. Well, true, that is your province, but even that some people don't want to share. Okay, so we are looking at complementary colors. So this little bit here shows complementary colors, which are shown together on the color wheel. This isn't a true color wheel, this is just the Stampin' Up color wheel, and it does just show how our colors work and the start of color theory. Okay, good afternoon, Miss Donna. So I think I want to go more traditional greens rather than going blue greens, because stamp set helpful, because this is what I'm using. So what, Granny Apple Green and Old Olive, how do we think that'll work together? Well, I suppose we don't know if we don't try. My Old Olive isn't there, neither's my Granny Apple Green, because I use them in class. So just bear with me a second here while I grab these. So I did say Granny Apple and Old Olive. So we're going to see how these work together. I think they'll be fine, but this is kind of where I'm going to start. So I'm going to design one card front completely, and then I will go on and mass produce the other three. And we do also have some holly berries, so I thought they might look nice as well. Is it really the most isolated city in the world? I thought there would be, but maybe they're not classified as cities as such. Then maybe they're towns where you are a true city. Because it's definitely big. I have been over to Perth when I was 18, and many moons ago. Of course I went over for a boy. I'm not with that boy, but you know, went over for a boy and didn't work out and blah blah blah, and the rest is history. Don't you love it how we can just do that? Okay, I've got my very used scrap sheet here because I just don't want to get a whole lot of ink over my glass mat. I'm just going to put my color picker over there. I'm going to start with Granny Apple on our biggest sprig. So I'm going to kind of use them as tree sprigs. Okay, and I'm going to have them coming in from the edge. I think I want them, oh dear, just kind of thinking how I might like them coming in. I think that's all I want, because I do want some white space as such. Okay, so that's Granny Apple. Now I'm going to go in with the Old Olive. Ah, that's right, you do too, Sheila. Well, Sydney's not too far from me, about an hour and a half or so, depending on the suburb you're going to. That looks okay actually, so we'll see how it dries, but I'm not purposely getting this perfect these actually, in this case, these work really well together. So Granny Apple and Old Olive, Old Olive, not a combo I would normally go with, but okay, I really like that. Hello, Miss Bonnie, how are you? Okay, so I have this. Now this is the right way round now. So I want to bring my colour wheel back in. So monochromatic colours. Well, it's really monochromatic, not complementary, because complementary is opposite sides. So I gave you a bum steer there before. So we're looking at our yellows. So the colour combos I have used is Lemon Lolly and Daffodil Delight. And I think I used Daffodil Delight and Wild Wheat. So bells. Because we've got two. So we've got the main and then we've got the detail. So if I want golden bells, they do look really good, don't they, Maureen? I'm quite chuffed by that. But just looking at, and I'll get them this way, just looking at our yellows, Lemon Lolly and Daffodil Delight really do work well together for a lighter yellow. But I'm thinking for a more golden yellow, because Crush Curry is actually quite orange. Wild Wheat, maybe even if I try Stamped Off Wild Wheat, because Wild Wheat is naturally quite a golden colour. The cardstock is quite a good, whoops, card just fell off. What did I say? Daffodil Delight, Wild Wheat. Yeah, because Crush Curry is just too orangey yellow, I think. Or do I go Lemon Lolly? I'm not sure. In Rosebery. Okay, yes, I do know where Rosebery is. That definitely is an hour and a half from me. Because I'm on the central coast between Sydney and Newcastle, in the Gosford kind of area. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. And if I have one card that doesn't look right, I have one card that doesn't look right. It just is what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these on. Very itchy nose today. The weather is turning this week. We've actually pretty much got summer weather, which is a bit, although the house was quite cool this morning and the weather was quite cool, the days are meant to be quite warm. Okay, so what I'm thinking is putting a big bell here and the smaller bell up here, sentiment here. That's my thought. So let's see how we go. Because we do have two bells, let's just not make it, I don't want to make it complicated. That's basically what I am trying to say. So that is our Daffodil Delight. And of course I can add some holly berries if we want. Because I suppose for Glenna, the holly berries are going to be like dotage. Okay, now I've got to hold my tongue the right way, everything the right way, and pop that down. I know it looks quite brown, but it does dry. I think that looks golden enough. Thoughts? Oh, hang on, I'll bring it up close. So that's kind of course, dotage. See, Glenna, I gotcha. I gotcha. So that's what we're like, and that will dry. Okay, now let me get blocks for my little bell. So we're going to have Block City because we're stamping so much. Doesn't want to close. Okay, maybe, okay, put this one on here and this one on here. If you have any other suggestions, please, actually, I am quite tempted to try the crushed curry. So I'll do one way and one the other, and then we'll decide. Oh, no problem, Shari. No problems at all. We are doing the Christmas Stampathon challenge today. I'm a little bit late creating my my sample, but here we are doing it together. So we're going to try the crushed curry. If this card front ends up in the bin, that's okay. This is our experiment. Maybe, yes, the crushed curry does look a lot more golden. That does, that's perfect. I'll show you the difference. I'll show you the difference. You'll understand. Oh, I'm getting the hearts. Everyone's liking it. Everyone, yeah. So this is just quite brown, where this is a lot more golden, and I'm looking for that like brass bell look. Now, I do wonder if, no. I'm just going to try placement here, because the only problem is the bells aren't transparent. But that just means, actually, I do like 3 bells, because the branch is just in front of the bell. I think I like 3. 2 little, 1 big. I like my placement. I've got room for a sentiment down here. What do we think? Definitely a crushed curry. Okay, well, I shall close and put away my wild wheat. And I'm not, oh, I suppose I could start adding in my my other bits. My words will come eventually. So, real red and cherry cobbler for, it does need some dotage, aka berries. So we've got lots of blocks, and we've got lots of blocks, lots of ink, because basically each stamp has its own ink. Yes, 3. Okay, rightio, we are getting somewhere. And you can see the simplicity in this. So we design it, then we just do the stamping. Now, if only these little blocks weren't so little. How would that work? That might work well, actually. Just going to use a different shape. So solid, detail. So detail goes with cherry cobbler. And so we got 3 bells, and that. Hello, Leslie, how are you? So we're just doing a layout check and see what we like and what we don't like. So Glenna, I am thinking that these berries kind of need to be nestled, because if we have them kind of out and about, they're going to look a bit odd, if that makes sense. where if I just had them sitting nowhere, they're not going to look connected. So we have 5, because, you know, 5 is a good number. Okay, so now I just want to put, I'm running out of room for my open ink pads, but I don't want to close them. Those look cute. Okay, good. Thank you, Glenna. I'm glad I have your seal of approval as the dotage queen. Ooh, oh my God, how did I get that right? So this just adds a little bit of dimension to our berries. Do we need to get it right? No. Damn. That's something I need to be aware of. I did it twice. That's okay. This one is just our check. It's fine. This one just won't be used. Whoops. Okay. Now, let's find a sentiment. Sorry, I'm just grabbing our Days on Christmas set. So, I'm bringing out new sets for us to look at because, you know, we need to share something new in this card, something new and upcoming. So we have our very scripty font here with decorative trees. And I was looking for something a little more linear because I want to put it in here. But this seems quite formal. I always think of bells as quite formal. And the Reindeer Fun has this beautiful Merry Christmas that can just go there. So I thought maybe we try that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a prototype. Absolutely, Maureen. So what I was thinking was the Merry Christmas right here. That actually fits better than I anticipated. So, helps if we pick it up properly. And I love using this big block because I can manipulate it and see the edges of my cardstock. Okay, this one is Cherry Cobbler. So I think this will look great in Cherry Cobbler. I'm being aware not to transfer the ink. It's not quite straight, but what do we think of that as our prototype? Obviously, this bell is going to be the same colours as the other one. I like the amount of white space without the smudges. I'm just not sure if I need a bigger sentiment. Something with a bit more, yeah, may your days be full of cheer. Like maybe something a bit bigger. You love it. Perfect fit. Okay, so Merry Christmas is one option, or may your days be full of cheer, because they're exactly the same length. Just let me do a fit check on that. Yep, they're exactly same length. So I think I just need one more card front and I can get stamping. And I like the size. The size fits everything we want. I don't think I want to have this any smaller than what it already is. No, everyone's loving it. We will leave. I will now just put this to the side. And I'm going to also kind of put aside the ink pads because we're going to be using I'm going to be doing all my greenery, all my bells, all my berries, and then all my sentiments. So I think I'll be smart and do it that way. Okay. Okay, let me put that there. Getting myself all in a row. Okay, this, and where is my paper? Great. Because this is where we're stamping off. So I do just need this piece of paper. May your days. Okay, I am going to do a poll, so just bear with. I've moved my water bottle again. Get set up for assembly style. Exactly, Maureen. But I'm going to do a poll just to see about the sentiment. So this one. What? I can't spell, just saying. Or what does it say? May. Now, I haven't capitalized everything perfectly, but you guys will get the gist. I'm going to leave that poll running while I stamp. So, starting with our Granny Apple Green. I'm going to put these to the side. Actually, I'm going to take away the stamp sets for the moment. We will revisit them. I just need some elbow space. Oh, okay. So I want this one coming down here. They're not all going to be like perfect and right, but they are just going to work. Oh, that one should have been going off. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I'll know for the next one. This one. And then this one coming in. From here. Okay, those two more to go. I swore I got out that extra card front, but I mustn't have. That's okay. So, coming in here, somewhere approximately there, and then somewhere approximately there. And the good thing is we've got our approximates which work really well. Doesn't have to be perfect. So that's already 3 done with stamp 1. Now once I've got this part done, then everything comes together, because this is like my foundation layer, and I'm really thinking about placement and design with this. Even though I've already done the design, I do just want to be thinking about what we're doing. Okay, so I'm finished with this, so we're just going to be a little smart so I don't have an inky mess everywhere. When I'm finished with the stamp, I'm going to clean it and I'm going to close the ink pad. Okay, Done. That was the base layer Granny Apple Green. Now we're going to bring in Old Olive and our thinner branch. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Two-step. Okay, Sheila, if you watch me really, really closely, especially with this one, two-step stamping doesn't have to be perfect with these. With both of them, actually. How did I not actually get ink on that? Because it's greenery, it is a little more forgiving than what a precise set would be. So I can tell you, and I will show you up close, especially this first one, not perfect. And that's fine. It's just getting the layers and the colours. If you want to make it perfect, go for it. Perfection is not my thing. Realism is. We're real. We don't speed things up because I don't have time for that. Hello, Miss Bev. How are you, Bev? You missed our designing session. We played with some colours and we decided we didn't like it. Actually, I might come back to this now and show you, because that wild wheat has dried back, and no, I'm still not a fan. But so that's the wild wheat dried back. So it didn't dry back, it dried back less brown than what it was. But this is our daffodil and our crushed curry, and this is our daffodil and wild wheat. So that certainly has its place, but I didn't want the bells to be, I wanted the bells there, but I didn't quite want them as prominent and taking over as this, where here they're there and everything is a lot more harmonious than what it was. Now, Bev, we do have a poll up, and it is whether we are choosing the Merry Christmas sentiment or the May Your Days Be Full of Cheer sentiment. So if you wanted to participate in that, that is there. No, that is exactly true, Nicole. I'm behind you 1000% there. Okay, and our colour combinations, for those who have missed it, we are using Granny Apple Green and Old Olive, which isn't a combo I would put together. I'm more like Lemon Lime Twist and Old Olive. But I actually really, really like this combo. I think we were all a little surprised when these looked so wonderful together. And one more of these. It's such a quiet house. It's only me and David home at the moment, and it's just so quiet. And it's going to be a warm day today, but you know, no air conditioner on, so I haven't got that hum of sound in the background. Okay, so I'm finished with that now, so give it a nice wipe to get rid of any excess ink. Great. So close the ink pad, and then we are going to go on to our bells. So I can imagine doing a lot more than 4 of this card, because it is just a simple assembly line, and I think it's the type of card that it doesn't matter whether you do traditional or you're a winter Christmas country or you're a summer Christmas country. I don't think it matters at all. So bells. I'm going to start with my big bell, but I'm going to stamp all the bells on one card at the same time. Ow, that actually hurt. Sorry, my knuckle cracked. So just going to go through and pop this one here. So the one thing I'm making sure is that the hook of the bell is over some of the greenery, as if it is actually attached. So there's that one. Popping that back. Then I'm going to go in reverse on the way back. So that one. Got a bit of ink on the corner there. Get rid of that. And then this one. Swap over to our large bell. And put that one there. So I'm liking my 3. I think that was a very good choice. Oh, how are we going? May your days be full of cheer is definitely winning. Okay, I will take that as that's what we're doing. So I could also add a little bit of basic beige ink to the edge of this, just to give it a little vignette. I'm sitting here, you know, thinking that was actually very dangerous. That had a lot of ink on that edge. Whoops-a-days. Is there anyone that hasn't left Ellen? I don't know. Is there anyone who hasn't left Ellen a thumbs up? And don't forget, if you're in here watching live and you're there going, how do I get in on this talking to everyone live? Just make sure you are subscribed and you can chat with us. I have had problems with trolls, so I basically have my live chat for subscribers only. So then that way we don't have any undesirables trying to do not so savory things while we're live and distracting us from the project at hand, which is crafting and not their silliness. Okay, so I'm finished with all the Daffodil Delight. I've wiped all my stamps. I'm going to close my ink pad. Oh, you thumbed up on your way in. Thank you, girls and guys. I do appreciate it. Don't want to exclude anyone who is watching the replay, or just thank people in general. Okay, I'm going to end the poll because I'm pretty sure it's overwhelming, 60-40. Okay, crushed curry now for our detail. Is it perfect? No, but that's okay. Where's my other detail stamp? That's just here. Okay, so put that there. And really, if you're not perfect, it just means it's been swinging and you just can't see the movement because it was just caught on the card. Oh, thank you, Carolina. Thank you, thank you. Yes, simple, but there is a bit to go in it. But yes, thank you. Just keeping with the theme. So what bee things might you use in your projects, with the theme being something beginning with B? What would you use, or what do you have? What do you have in your stash that you would use? That's actually a bit dangerous, sitting right on the edge. Because I know Bonnie may still have the bear stamp that came out. The polar bears. I'd still class them as beginning with B. There we go. Just one more to go. This actually hasn't taken as long as what I thought. And if you really want it, oh, that one's really off. If you wanted to get it absolutely perfect, you could use a stamp positioner and that would not be an issue at all. And then you could do hundreds of thousands of cards with the stamp positioner and just go through and do one step at a time. And that would look wonderful. Would you believe we're already, oh no, we're up to our berries. I was going to say, oh my God, we're up to our sentiment. But the sentiment and the berries do use the same colours. So close our crushed curry. There's music coming from somewhere in my house. Can't work out what it is. I like the dies on this set. Yes, 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 absolutely. The dies do go very, very well with the paper. We did talk about using possibly the bell dies at the start, but I decided against it. So my red combo is real red, and I don't need this anymore. Real red and cherry cobbler, so keeping it really quite traditional. Okay, so we've got one set here, and one thing I am going to try to do is rotate my berries, which is one thing I didn't do over there. So those three. This is 4, and then 5. Great. So just by twisting them, it does give them a little bit of a different look. No, I'm going through and doing all of these first. I was going to stamp that and thought, no, 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 no. Oh, you're from California. So does that mean it's early evening? Oh, thank you, Sheila. I'm glad you like, oh, please repeat. Bonnie, for the bells, I used Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry for the bells. I thought that worked the best, because we had tried on this one, we've used Daffodil Delight and Wild Wheat, and it just wasn't quite right. And I'll show you on here that Daffodil Delight and Wild Wheat are 2 apart, where Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry are next to each other. So yeah, I do very much like using this. I think there will be, I don't know if it's going to be a demonstrator only product or if it will be available to everyone, but I know there is something coming at the end of the year. This was one that I got at an event. So the one coming out will be slightly different. Yeah. Oh, I keep on not stamping it flat. Okay. That one. Okay, 2 more to go. Because this is a lot of stamping. It's like 5 sets of stamping every card. Oh. I'm doing it on every single one. Thank God for photopolymer stamps. And I'm just doing this little twist every time. And that gives me a different berry combination every time. Just removing the ink from the edge there. 1 more to go, and then we go in and add that detail. Hello, Miss Cherie. Absolutely, better late than never. is too true there. Okay, so it's like Stampin' Twist. Oh, so just to get that variation in the berries. So I am going then there and there. And then there. So this is our dottage. Our berries are our dottage today. So that is all of those done. Just give this a wipe off. And then I will have the great ink cleaning that will happen after I have finished my live. Where, oh, I am in the on, should I say, the central coast of New South Wales, which is about an hour and a half north of Sydney. So our first layer, real red. Now we're coming in with cherry cobbler to finish the rest of the card. So yeah, an hour and a half north of Sydney. So hopefully that is helpful and somewhere in the world you may know. Oh, thank you, Cherie. Oh, sometimes too much is okay. Don't stress. Okay, so going in with our detail and remembering to be careful of this corner when I am inking. So twisting and turning these cards the whole way along, and I'm going this way. Now these, don't know how I got that one perfect, but anyway. So these edges of the berries aren't perfect, but they do add dimension to what's already there. Okay. So let's go here. Now I have someone home. There goes our nice quiet house, but that's okay. She'll go, why are you quiet? Aren't you on a live video? Okay, that is two done, two more. So I was going to say I appear to be missing a card, but I just found it. Wipe off my block, because that's what we did on the prototype. I did kind of get ink everywhere, which is not the aim of the game. Okay. And twist. That's one of the reasons I love this glass mat, which is actually available currently. You can, everything twists so nicely on it. I am currently aware that I need to wipe this edge. I think this cloth will go in the wash, because I do have some towel washing to do this afternoon, and I just chuck my inky cloth in with my towels and tea towels and kitchen towels and all of that. So it stains it, which isn't ideal, but I do have it just as a craft room cloth that I use to mop up ink. Now I am going to roll the dice and done. Okay, you can see how I've got ink along the edges, but we got there without any excess stamping of the edge of the block. Okay, one more to go. I'm just paranoid at the moment. Just going to, a bit more than what I wanted. Just going to hand sanitize my hands to make sure there is. Are you on your live, Mum? Yes, I am, my love. Oh no, Cherie, that's not good. Okay. Are you coming in to have a look?
Yes, Joe's coming over in an hour.
Okay, cool,
Yep.
no problems.
I had to lend my my puffer canister to Miss A.
To who?
Alison.
Oh, okay.
She ran out in the middle of class.
Cool. Well, you know you can just grab one here at home. Okay, so...
Oh, no. I took it back.
Oh, okay.
She just had to use it really...
urgently.
Yes.
Actually, I do agree with you all in the poll that the May Your Days Be Full of Cheer actually fits that space a lot more nicely than our prototype of the Merry Christmas. So I'm just going to wipe off the Merry Christmas.
You smell different.
I hugged Auntie Laurel.
Oh, God. Wow. She puts on so much perfume.
Are you still working on your lines? No, I finished all the lines for this. Oh, sorry, Cherie. I know what you mean. Right. Sorry. Yes, I don't know. That I did get a text, and I haven't checked it, that they were working on our lines too, Cherie, but I can't remember when it is. But I've been watching videos fine this morning, so I just assumed that I would be able to go live, no issues, which I have been able to do. I am aware there is extra ink on my block, and I'm not going to rock and roll. Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. Wow. Perfect. Now, I'm going to change our prototype. Our prototype can just go in the recycling. It's fine. It served its purpose. My next question is, do we need bling? Ah, that's nice. Lavender's left, but you know. I love that. Lavender got so close, and because I've hugged someone this morning, I smell different. I don't think I normally smell at all. Did everyone see that I almost dropped that? Okay. I don't know that this one's straight. It's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, well, I'm glad you all agree, because it was you guys on the poll that actually chose it. Just going to bring that up a little bit. So, to embellish or not to embellish is the current question. Because I do have my whole box of embellishments. Or actually, I don't have the new embellishments. And they actually might look rather nice, because they're more of an amber colour. Because this sentiment set is upcoming in our new mini catalogue, which goes live on the 4th of September. Please correct me if I've said that wrong. Doing that off the top of my head. So I've just wiped the excess ink off that. That can go to the side. This can go over here. I think it looks lovely as is. Oh, you voted for the other one, but now you see it looks better. Okay, you're allowed to change your mind, Maureen. It just, yeah, if it fits, it's just got that extra, well, the extra line just gives it a nice fullness. And you've still got white space on the card. Okay, so that was Cherry Cobbler for the outlines and the sentiment. Okay, so we've got 2 greens, 2 yellows, and 2 reds. I'm just rolling this up so then the inky bits are all in the middle. So that is our inky mess finish. Let me do a hand check. How did I not have my hands covered? But I did listen to the assignment. It doesn't need, oh, Robbie, you have got that in one. If I just added wink to the detail lines of the bells, I think that would be perfect. But I think I think the druzy embellishments, yes, the druzy embellishments are so much nicer in real life. Let me see. So, well, these are the ones that you girls are talking about. And these were the ones I was thinking of. So these are the textured gold. But see how color-wise they just work really well. I kind of agree we don't need it. But I was just thinking color-wise they would work really well. Like maybe one, I don't know. But they would work really well. Now these are the druzy ones. I don't know that I can do justice to them in the screen. Oh, thank you, Dawn. So that's the druzy ones. They're just stunning. I haven't found how to use them yet or what to use them on. I've tried a number of times, but I just haven't found the right project. Sorry, I'm just popping them back in so I don't lose any off the sheet. I think I'd cry if I lost one off the sheet. But yes, hopefully you can see how that works. But we are going to do wink after we stick these down to a card base. So now we have I think it's a no-brainer of using cherry cobbler. I really, truly think it's a no-brainer. So while I grab down the cherry cobbler, I will put down the 2 stamp sets that we have used on this card. Cherry cobbler, there we go. So that's where we're at so far. Now, I'm look, I'm 89% sure. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, rightio, too big for the card. The druzy ones, absolutely. But yes, I would want little ones for this card. Now, I'm going to be so bold as to grab 2. Look at my colour matching. I did really well. Okay. Let me see if I can get this back in. That is away. So I think this will just be perfect. I'll just lift it perfectly. So grab back in my trimmer. Just get rid of the stamp sets for a second. Oh my word, we're at an hour. This is amazing. Okay, so I want to score this way. And I can guarantee you my mum will love these cards. She loved my Christmas Stampathon cards from last month. And they were using the same stamp set actually. So, well, there we go. So 2 side folding landscape cards. And pop the blade out of the way. And right. There we go. So that is card bases done. Oh, you didn't get the deer. You can't get past the antlers. See, I really like that they've done a deer or deers with antlers. I'm very happy that they've got antlers actually, because antlers in the past have been an added accessory. But this time we've got the bow as an accessory for this one, and then the harness for this one. Now I did consider using the bells in this set for a card, but I couldn't work out how I'd do the card. So that's why I'm using the bells in this card. Yes, I hope so too. Yes, and I'm going to finish well before Linda's Technique Tuesday, so you will be able to grab a cuppa, grab lunch, have a bit of a rest, and then watch her video. That won't be an issue at all. Although I know last week, and I did actually ring Linda and went, I'm so sorry, we're going to be overlapping, and she went, oh no. But it's okay. There's always the replay, and I do appreciate everyone, oh my dear word, everyone who watches, whether it's live and interacting, or live and just watching and not interacting, or case. Case means copy and share everything. So yes. No, that's fine, Sheila. It is certainly not an original design. I'm sure I've made cards very similar to this in the past. So, yes. Thank you, guys. Everyone's getting in. But, yes. And when we say copy and share, I like the copy and share everything with acknowledgement of where you got the inspiration from. Especially if you're copying it directly. I always appreciate the acknowledgement, and I definitely try and do that myself as well. Okay, I love, if I can get this out because my glue holder is very sticky. And it's blocked. I can actually see that is really blocked. That's okay. Nothing a pin won't fix, hey? Yes, exactly. Well, that is true, Maureen. It absolutely could have, but I just like those bells. Maybe I shall do that somewhere else. Okay, I didn't get a glue goober out. Let's just see. Oh, yep, that cleared whatever blockage I had there. So I just use little dots. It does give me enough slip. Don't know why I'm going dot crazy with this one, but anyway, the dots, one, I don't use a whole lot of glue using the dots, but it certainly holds these on perfectly. Oh my god, that looks so good on their cherry cobbler. That is perfect. And once they are all glued down, I shall put on the final touch, which is just the Winker Stella. I just don't want to get Winker Stella all over my hands while I'm doing this. Yeah, that's exactly right too, Donna. Yes. So I often look at Pinterest or Google a stamp set, look at Instagram, just to see what other people have done with the set. One, to make sure I'm not doing the same as someone else, but something may inspire me. Just something small. Thank you, Sheila. I have a friend who 3D prints, and I like this one in particular because the base isn't too big. I've seen a lot of people who was a bit too much. I've seen a lot of people who print glue holders that oh no, I've got one more due after this, that the base is quite large. And yeah, I've never really needed that. Me knocking this glue holder over has only ever been me, not because it's not sturdy. I probably need to change out my purple one because it is just so gluey. But yes, he's Central Coast 3D Printing. Chris Bannerman is his name. He is a lovely man who I've known for a long time. His daughter and my kids were at primary school, and then he did volunteering at the school, help with 3D printing and stargazing and all kinds of things. It was lovely. Oh, look, I'm happy to inspire. I love when I inspire you guys. That's kind of what I aim to do. Of course, if you're in Australia and don't have these products, I'd appreciate you to purchase from me. Just as a little aside, I am still running my little business here and appreciate the support. So when it comes to Christmas time, I do bulk stamping of the inside of my cards with sentiments. This card I could happily stamp in like a light to medium brown, but I can also stamp in cherry cobbler and you'll just get that darker image. But I use my stamp positioner and I go through, separate all my cards into landscape or portrait and just go through and do one mass stamping, and then all I have to do is write, Dear Carolina, love, Ellen. That is the extent to my Christmas cards. But yes. Oh, good night, Bonnie. Good night. I think the weight of the tree in real life would drag down the branches. Maybe that's why Ellen subconsciously chose just the single. Quite possibly. Or green inside. Yes, Sheila, that would look great as well. Winker Stella. Now, who stole it? Someone put it right at the top of my desk, but that's okay, I found it. So just give it a shake to get the shimmer incorporated. Oh, no problems. Thank you, Carolina. Thanks so much for joining. So we are just going along the lines. Now, for me to show you this on the video is going to be a little bit problematic, but in real life there is just that hint of shimmer and it is so very pretty. Okay, now this is where I try to show you, and I don't think I'm going to be able to catch the light. I don't know. It's there, I promise, and it is the perfect finishing touch, even though I really want to add embellishments, like really want to, because that's kind of how my brain goes. Finish a card with embellishments, but hey, this is keeping it nice and simple, something we can mass produce, because once we lock down this design, it actually came together quickly, and you don't have to do all the stamping at the same time. You could go through and do 20 cards of just the greenery, then go and do something else, then come back and do all your bells. Like, you can do mass producing in stages. It doesn't have to be like I've done it here all at once. You can chunk it up into bits. Okay, and one more. Oh yes, Julie, that would look good as well. I haven't got the glimmer paper yet. I knew it was in the catalogue, but I missed ordering it when I did my pre-order. But I certainly will show you the new glimmer paper when I get it. I do need to do an order before the end of the week. So yeah, we shall see. And then I need to do an order next week for my designer series paper share. So that is the cards actually all finished. I just really want to show you. Yes, very vanilla. It's just given it. Now, I was going to think about edging these with a bit of basic beige blending, but I do like it clean and simple. That is something you could definitely add. Do you know what? I'm going to get out my prototype and we're going to have a look at what that basic beige blending would actually look like, because I've gone and stuck everything down, so that's not going to work. I wonder if this one's too dark. Oh, thank you. Okay. Let me... Oh, that has next to no ink in it, even though it's stained dark, but I don't think it is actually as dark as what we think. So, basic beige, bit of a tap off. Just going to pick up that ink. Oh, it actually looks really pretty. Oh yeah, very, very pretty indeed. Just going to use what's on here just to do that. Close this ink pad. I'm going to clean my desk and then I'm going to show you. So it is another step that you can add, or you can leave it off and go for clean and simple like I have already done. Okay, give this a clean and tidy up and put the brush on the floor. Okay, so that is with just a little bit of blending of basic beige around the edge. It does give it a bit of an antique look. So yeah, that was good to try on the prototype. I think both look beautiful, just depends on how much you want to put in there. So yes, it's just a little touch, but it is there. Oh yes, Donna, no. Step too far, barefoot. Yeah, no. Not for this card, but yes, yeah, see, Glenna's there as well. And there goes the brush, exactly, Bev. Exactly. And I dropped something on the floor just before I started as well. Okay, so let's go through the colours first, and I've actually got them pre-prepared because I was tidy. So our greenery is Granny Apple Green and Old Olive. Our bells are Daffodil Delight Crushed Curry and Wink of Stella. And our berries are Real Red and Cherry Cobbler. Our sentiment is Cherry Cobbler, as is our card base. You prefer without? Okay, Maureen, there you go. So they are our colours, and they're pretty standard colours for me. The colour I probably use least in this is Daffodil Delight, because I do love myself a bit of crushed curry. Okay, the stamp sets we have used for the bells, greenery, and holly berries, I've used Golden Greenery. And for, sorry, I couldn't find it, was under the piece of paper. For the sentiment, I've grabbed in the coming soon reindeer fun. We have made 4 cards in, I've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes, but there was some chitter chattering, making of a prototype in all of that, but this is what we've done today. So thank you so much for your advice and your encouragement. I hope this inspires you. This is a Christmas Stampathon project, so make sure you go over to the group in the description box below, press more, and it will have a link to the Facebook group. This month's challenge is beginning with B. So mine is bells. I cannot wait to see your projects over in the group, and hopefully this inspires you to keep going with your Christmas projects or to get started. And we do have another, I think 7 challenges that we have done previous in the year that you can jump in on and have some fun with. So I will be live on Facebook on Thursday because I've inverted this week, and I will be playing with the wildflower. Is that the Wildflower Designer Series paper? So if you want to see what I have done or what I'm going to do with that, please join me or watch me on the replay. Oh, you do need to start. No, there's no almost to it, Maureen. You will be starting card making again, even if I have to come over there and make you do it. I don't know how I'm going to come over there, but I will. So thank you so much for a wonderful lunchtime interlude, and I will catch you on Thursday. Bye.